Minutes.
Mr. Chairman, I didn't roll off the cabbage wagon yesterday. I was chairman of this committee for 16 years, and most of that time I was chairman of the Oversight Subcommittee. And I served many subpoenas on many people, but never on the White House. We wanted from the White House. Competent handling of the committee required that we exercise a certain amount of patience, and not that we come in with resolutions like this, which give power that would rival that of Nero. Now, having said this, Democrats want to get the facts. We think that this matter should be properly aired, but I use the word properly. I sometimes threatened the use of a subpoena during my time as chairman, but I was always able to negotiate with the administration a deal which allowed the staff to examine White House documents. We considered a subpoena only as a last resort because it raises a strong possibility of a defense of executive privilege, an area which has much opportunity for the Congress to lose power if we handle it badly. And we worked with the White House, and if you'll observe, we had very few confrontations in this committee over whether subpoenas were going to be issued. And the Democrats on this side supported the subpoenas almost overwhelmingly that were suggested by the Republicans when they ran the subcommittee and the full committee. Now, I've been told that the efforts have been made by the majority staff to do what I have described, and that is to work with the Democrats and with the administration. We do not see it that way over here. And it appears that the Republicans are having a hard time understanding what the meaning of the word yes is. And my question this morning is, what part of it do you not understand? The getting of information in an investigation is a careful, thoughtful work which has to be done with exquisite care and with great attention to all manner of complications and complicated considerations. Now, there's some questions. Why have we not spent more time on getting the documents from the Department of Energy? They voluntarily provided tens of thousands of pages of documents without being issued a subpoena, and they've refused to deliver nothing more on the request of this committee. This subcommittee heard from DOE and OMB jointly, and then invited Solyndra officials who exercised their proper Fifth Amendment rights. Then we also heard from Treasury officials who have no background in energy issues, and they testified that they had no decision-making authority for DOE loans. Why are we now making a leap to issue a White House subpoena with so little pertinent testimony on the record? I'm concerned with the precedent we're setting today by issuing what is essentially a blank check subpoena without any real basis of misbehavior on the part of the White House. As I have said earlier, during 14 years of this as chairman, I only used subpoenas as a last resort. And we always brought the Republicans in at the earliest moment to discuss the business of the committee, including what information we want, what was going to be done in the hearings, what was the purpose of the investigations, and whether subpoenas were going to be needed or not at the earliest instance when that question became important. I hope that the members of this subcommittee will take a moment to think about the repercussions that this will have on future subpoenas issued by the subcommittee when either Republicans or Democrats are in control, and when either Republicans or Democrats control the White House. I have not agreed oftentimes with Republican presidents that served while I was chairman, but I respected them, I respected the White House, and I respected the traditions of the Congress and the subcommittee. The process of this committee so far has showed a great inclination towards haphazard behavior and clearly shows a lack of respect for the president, and at its base is conducting an event here which forces us to the conclusion that this whole sorry business is politically motivated. The simple fact of the matter is the information has been offered by the White House, more or less formally, to deliver what you want in the way of papers. My advice to you, Mr. Chairman, is to take that opportunity and let us get these investigations back to the point where they are bipartisan rather than where they become because of bad management and vast haggles between the Republicans and the Democrats about what we're going to do. I yield back the balance of my time.
Gentleman's time has expired, and I recognize Mr. Sullivan for